Okay. One of the first things you're going to need to do is download MyFitnessPal app from the App Store. So type in MyFitnessPal, the app will pop up, you're going to download it, and then you're going to go ahead and open it. Okay, under settings, profile, you're going to need to set up your username, profile picture, height, gender, all the basic information. Start with doing that. The next thing I would do is start with my goals. So you're going to have your starting weight. My starting and current weight are going to be a little different. My current weight is based on a challenge I just started, but go ahead and enter your weight. You're going to enter your goal weight, how much you want to lose per week. So you can lose as little as a half pound up to 2 pounds a week, or you can maintain or gain weight depending on what your goals are. Activity level, I have it selected as very active, but you could be not very active, lightly active, active, or very active. I work out about 5 to 6 days a week, so I would consider myself to be very active. So make sure when you enter that, it's accurate. Then you have your nutrition goals. Set your calories that you plan on eating per day. NutriShop has a great baseline for you. You can go in and weigh yourself on the InBody, and it'll give you an idea of what you should be eating to maintain weight, to lose weight. It'll give you a whole printout, and you can go off of that. They also have meal plans that you can do, and they can help you with your carbohydrate percentages, protein, and fat. You can see I have mine set. I'm very active, so I have my carbs up to 40%. Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, which is a premium feature, I'm able to up my calories because I do 2 workouts on those days. Okay, so that's customizing calorie, carbs, protein, and fat goals. You can also customize calorie goals per meal. I don't have that yet, that I've done that, but you can do that. That is an option. That's a premium feature. I like to show my carbs, proteins, and fats by meal, and that'll come up in the diary section. Select your workouts per week, how long you do those workouts per day, and if you want your exercise calories on. All right, those are your goals. Down here in settings, you can go to diary settings, and again, I want it to show my carbs, protein, and fat by meal. I want it to show all my meal tabs, and there's a few other items on here that you would probably use, such as customized meal names. So you've got 6 options here, and you can break it up into 6 meals per day. I have my pre-workout and bedtime meals, breakfast, lunch, snack, extras, and dinner. Extras I consider wine, or if I have a sweet tooth and I need some candy, I would enter it there. So you can alter those there. Push notifications, you can go ahead and customize. The other one that's really important is my exercises. And you can go ahead and enter. It only gives me the option of adding 4. When you go ahead and do that, let me go ahead and take off one of them so I can show you guys. Oh, you know what? I believe we have to enter these on the computer. So if you log into MyFitnessPal on your computer, you can go ahead and add exercises on there. And based on what you burn, it'll give you an idea of what you burn per your body weight. So you can change the calories per how long you're doing it. Let's see. Let's go back. Okay, the next thing would be your meals and recipes. So you can create recipes. You can create just certain foods. For instance, I have my red wine, and I added it all as carbohydrates. So when I log that for the day, it takes it from my carb category. So that's my special food category. Recipes, these are just recipes I've entered over time, and I know how I make the recipe, and I know how many portions are in that. So it gives me a really good idea of how many calories and how many macros are in it. per serving. Here's an example of creating a recipe. You can do it from the web. So I can type in a URL for a recipe and click go. And then it'll bring up the recipe that I want to enter. I'm going to say import recipe. So it works on most websites, but sometimes it doesn't work. But you can see it adds it for you. I'm going to go ahead and edit a few things. Okay, onion, garlic. I did not add the butter, so I'm going to take that out. I did add a tablespoon cornstarch, so I'm going to edit that to make the sauce thicker. Okay, that's good. So now we're going to click the arrow. Okay, so kind of look over and just check to see what it entered in here. So it entered in chicken breast canned. That's not what I typed in, so I'm going to go search for an alternative. I'm going to say chicken breast frozen. Okay, any ones that have the green check mark by it are the most accurate ones. They've been scanned in, and they're the most accurate and approved by MyFitnessPal. The rest of them are just random ones that people have entered in over time. So I would go with any of the ones that have the green check mark. So chicken breast, 4 ounces. You can also go here and click on it, and I'm going to switch to pounds, and I'm going to do 2 pounds. Okay, so I changed my chicken breast, and that'll go back down to the bottom. I would say olive oil. Actually, I don't think I added any oil, so I'm going to swipe and delete. So onion, garlic, chicken broth, lemon, some spices. All right, I think that looks pretty good there. Okay, so now it's telling me 18 servings. I would say for 2 pounds of meat, maybe 4 servings. Okay, so now you can see it saved my recipe. I brought it down to about 4 servings, so it's about 247 calories per serving, 5 grams of fat, 4 carbohydrates, so very low carb, and very high in protein, 47 grams. And that's usually what I eat about per meal. So that's how you enter a recipe. Oops, lost it. Okay, so if we go back to our diary for the day, this is your home screen here. And at the home screen at the very top, you can see nutrients remaining. I have mine set to grams. You can also do it by calories if you want. I like to see how many grams I have left. So you can either click that, or you can just go down to diary at the bottom. Then it'll tell you what your goal calories are, how much food you've eaten for the day, and how much exercise you've done, and how many you have left remaining. You'll see at the top of each meal category where I showed you how to change the names of them. Underneath, it gives you your macros. It tells you how many carbs were in that meal. It gives you your fats, your proteins, and then off to the right, it gives you your calories. And then it tells you by each item, line item, how many calories were in that for the total of the calories at the top. I also pay for the premium, so I can timestamp when I eat these items, which is kind of cool. You can either add food to a category, breakfast, lunch, by clicking add food. And then I know under my recipes, I had my Instapot chicken. So I'm going to say I had 1 serving. And then it added it to that category. I also know I had my, let's see. No, it's not coming up. Probably help if I could spell. Anyway, okay, so that's how you add a food. You can also click the bottom plus button, and you can add your weight for a weight check-in. You can also add food this way. You can add your exercise for the day. So I say cardio, and then I can say, okay, I did 31 minutes. This is how many calories it estimates I've burned, and then the time I did it at. So you can add exercise. You can add your water by ounces. There you go. All right, guys. I hope that was helpful. Yeah, and if you have any questions, let me know.